my microphone input.
Oh.
So basically, for the last few weeks, I've been using a microphone.
You've been talking. Oh, and I've got a great story about that.
Okay.
So we're on the pre-show, and now I've got a story about using a fake microphone.
Okay. Hold on one second, because now I want to test some things before, like, can you hear me while I talk with this button?
Yeah. And I can also hear myself, so that won't work.
Okay, so it's going to echo it. Okay, how about now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And how about...
No.
Perfect. Okay, so I know what to do to kind of mute myself. I just got to turn down my microphone output like all the way down.
And I'm going to say that I thought...
You instantly dropped down to 2 bars for signal the second you hit record.
Really?
So, like, yeah. Well, wait, you just jump back up to 5. But, like, for some reason, I'm at 3. And, like, literally, I'm the only one using internet right now.
I think maybe my son's streaming something, but since I'm hardwired in, there's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter. So, yeah, I think tonight I'm going to set up the new internet and get that going so that I can have
I wanted to tell you
going at a time.
I thought your microphone sucked. I still think...
So did I, because when I started listening to episodes, I'm like, God damn, I sound really quiet.
Yeah, now
and
this is...
it's like I'm eating the damn microphone. So now it's nice
This sounds way better.
Yeah, because in my headphones, it sounds great, but that's all through GarageBand. So the audio files I send you should sound like this.
Yeah, pretty much. So
like you're like, yeah, no. Like, you said yeah, but everything else said no.
So microphone story.
Okay, microphone story.
Oh, hold on, I got to adjust my... I guess that's okay. So, hold on a second.
Holding on.
Hold on.
You better hurry up before Squadcast kicks us off, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, back in 1991... when I went to broadcasting school, my buddy Rick Schutt, who recently retired as a news anchor, that's how long ago it was. He did his sportscasting stuff. He ended up working many years, went to Super Bowls, Rose Bowls, all that kind of stuff that we wanted to do that he actually followed up on. And he ended up retiring as a news anchor because he got tired of being on the road doing all the sports and stuff, obviously, which is very demanding when you're married and have kids. So, anyways, it's fall of 1991, and William Perry isn't talking to the press, and they just signed a new punter. Who the fuck was it? Chris Gardocki was their punter. So Rick's like, hey, let's drive up.
That you know the Bears punter from 91.
Well, he's the only one we got to interview. So he goes...
I genuinely love it.
Oh, okay. Thanks. He goes, let's drive up to Platteville, and we'll take a camera, and we'll get some interviews, we'll get some B-roll, we'll do some stuff. I'm like, cool,
now,
man.
For anybody that's not from your area, how far is that?
Platteville, Wisconsin was...
Oh, so it's not even in the state.
No. It was like a 2-hour plus ride.
Yeah, not everybody knows Midwest geography.
Yeah, I'm sorry. First of all, not everyone's a Bears fan and knows that the Bears practiced in Platteville for like many years.
Most people aren't Bears fans, if we're being honest.
So they will be when we get that new stadium in Arlington Heights.
I'm not even sure Bears fans are Bears fans.
This week we're not. Anyways, so we drive up to Platteville. Now, I had a shoulder mount video camera that took full VHS tapes, okay? And it had like the pistol handle thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is important.
Okay.
All right. So then I don't know where we met. I picked him up or something. I think I picked him up at his apartment. And he goes, okay, we're ready. I'm like, yeah, okay. He said, do you have a microphone for that camera? I said, no. Like, it's got one on it. It had a microphone on it. And he said, we're supposed to be doing supposed to be doing interviews with a microphone.
Back and forth.
And I go, oh. He
I'm
goes,
pretty
hold
sure
on.
The viewers understood like what that is.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't like playing a trombone or doing God knows what else to this poor punter.
So he goes, wait, I have a mic with a cable. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we bring this microphone that has a plug like you just pulled out of your box.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean like...
Yes. Like that. And wait for you to plug it back in. And
It's
okay, so we go up
That's
the
what she
plateau. And it's raining. So they cancel the first part of practice.
Pussies.
Yeah. So we find the blocking sleds, and one of them has number 72 on it. So I interview William Perry, who's not speaking to the media. I'm like, I'm here with William the Refrigerator Perry, who's not speaking to the media. You know, to the blocking sled.
Great take, Fridge.
I got all this on videotape. So then we actually get Chris Gardocki walking through the parking lot or whatever, and Rick goes, I have to interview him. And I'm like, all right. He goes, take the plug that you just showed the camera. Put it under your hand. Like it's going into the camera. But I'm holding the camera on my right shoulder with my right hand, and I just take the plug and stick it in there. Like that. And then the cable goes to Rick. And then he's interviewing him. And it's picking up absolutely nothing. I'm like, Rick, the level's really low. Can you speak up a little bit? And Chris is like, okay. And then he thinks he's talking into a live mic.
Yeah.
And I'm just having him speak louder so the microphone on the camera picks it up. But that's my microphone story.
Fascinating.
Stupid, but it was funny. It's funny. I found the videotapes, and I've got the Jimmy Fallon's bringing it back now, but the thin tie.
You should
with the mustache.
Insert that video into this pre-show YouTube film. Yeah,
I have. Yeah, it's on VHS. How do I haven't made it.
I don't know. Do some computer video editing shit.
Yeah, I have to get a converter from VHS to the computer.
Yeah, you just put it in the thing. It does some whiz-bang stuff, and it
yeah, and then it spits
into
it
the
back
cloud.
out. Yeah, right.
And it goes to the cloud, and then it goes to the thing.
Through the thing. So
yeah,
you know what?
With the deal.
You know what I saw on the front of my Comcast receiver is a USB plug.
Right.
So I'm wondering if I plug a USB in there, if
try
I can
it.
Transfer
just
files.
See what happens.
I'm gonna, because you said stick the thing in the thing.
Yeah, you just you plug the deal in there.
Yeah.
You push Control Alt Delete, and you're good to go.
All right, I'm gonna try it, and then I'll have the White Sox Field of Dreams game on. Speaking of Field of Dreams and the White Sox, Frank Thomas just bought the Field of Dreams with a group.
Oh, that's awesome.
He now has controlling interest in the field, and from a brief article I read about it, there was a previous owner who wished. Remember, I told you that I thought they were going to be building a bunch of fields up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan I read 10 years ago when it sold from the farmer and the bank to a private organization. And I think it was that woman's dream to do that. So he mentioned that they will be putting more fields up there in the corn, and probably Little League fields and more other bigger fields for people to come and play tournaments on and stuff.
Well, are they still going to do stuff like have a major league game there every year? Because I think that would be dope.
Well, David Ross of the Cubs let it slip that the Cubs and Cardinals are playing there next year.
Yeah, I know, but beyond 2022.
Most likely, yes. You know what's cool is this year when they did it, they set the field up as the old Comiskey dimensions. So they can change, every year they'll just change the dimensions.
Well, yeah, it's just chain link fence.
So I think next year it'll be like Wrigley. I'm pretty sure they'll have the deep wells, in the corners and stuff. That'll be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So there's some news for you.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Frank Thomas is now 51% owner of the Field of Dreams.
I own a Frank Thomas rookie card.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know if I have any of his cards.
I was going that my son found my old binder of baseball cards.
Okay.
So I was kind of flipping through it. Like, I wonder what this is all worth. Like, I have a 2-inch thick binder, full of cards. So I was just curious. Like, I wonder what some of these are worth. And I looked up the Frank Thomas one. It's like worth like $500. So what I want to do is I want to get the entire binder appraised.
Right.
Just to see what I have.
My uncle-in-law, Uncle George.
Not Uncle Harold.
Not Uncle Harold. When my son was born, gave us a binder like that as well, with his baseball cards in it that he had when he was a kid. And there is some amazing cards in there. I have no idea how they would grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I have no clue what they look for in these things, but I have some pretty cool ones.
Is it with the socks or in his Auburn uniform?
No, it's with the socks.
Okay, because my buddy Hank,
I checked the card number. Like,
okay,
you know how each card has like kind of like a serial number or series number that goes with it, and it was that series number. It was at the very beginning of that season.
There was a card show up here last month, or I'm sorry, September, August. It's been so long since I've been at work.
Technically, two months.
There was a card show up here in August, and I hang out at a Marathon gas station overnight when I'm working. My buddy Hank works there, so I go in there, have coffee, and hang out. So we were in there bullshitting, and some guy came walking in. Kind of weird. And he's like, hey, man, can I get, $10 in quarters or some bullshit? And Hank's like,
you told the story.
Yeah, so he gave Hank that Frank Thomas, he said it was a rookie card, but it was Frank in the Auburn jersey. His Auburn University.
Okay, so it was like his draft day card.
Yeah. So, Hank looks it up on the internet. And it's like $1,600. And I go, hold on a second. Let's look at it.
Let's pump the brakes.
Let's look again. It's worth $60. But nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Guy gave him one of those and some other shit. So he gave him, some stuff worth some money. What else is going on? I'm ready for bed, man. But you look like
I am too. I'm ready to go.
Let's go to the show.
Haven't been in the best mood the last week.
Understandably. All right. So thanks for watching the pre-show. Recap. Mike used a fake microphone in an interview with a sports guy. Sox win again. Brandon's teams won 200 games. Still have to get past the Dodgers.
106.
106. They're still not division champs.
Franchise's all-time record. Still haven't clinched the division. just this one.
But you know what? I ordered my White Sox division championship. Maybe you'll be able to get one. A San Francisco Giants division.
I swear to God, if they win 106 games
and get into the wild card,
a
one-game wild
card game against a team that's won like 16 out of the last 17, and they don't beat them,
the Cardinals.
The next show after that, I will be drunk.
I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't want to play the Cardinals right now for sure.
No, I don't either.
No,
I would. But I'd rather take my chances with LA.
Good news for you in LA. It doesn't look like Kershaw's going to pitch anymore for the year.
I don't care. Kershaw's not the same Kershaw. He's been overused, and it's
still Kershaw.
Yeah, I know. Dave Roberts has ruined what's left of his career.
It's all right.
By overusing it. Same with Kenley Jansen. He overused those two so much just to lose in the divisional round that their arms are done.
Did I tell you I saw Giants and Dodgers game once?
Really?
In Candlestick.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kim and I were there in the year before we were there in 88, the year before the earthquake.
Okay.
And we went to Candlestick. It was in August. I think we were celebrating our anniversary. And we get on a bus to take us to Candlestick. And it was August, like I said. And because you work in the Bay Area, people are getting on the bus with parkas and fucking hats. And I'm like, I looked at Kim. I'm like, look at these idiots. We got like shorts on and no coats.
That's smart, especially Candlestick.
Seriously, my God. It was fucking cold. The line for the hot chocolate was longer than any beer line at Wrigley Field.
Oh, yeah. So I went to Candlestick for a 49ers game one time. and we sat in the top deck.
That's
the
where
wind
we
was blowing. The wind was blowing this way, and this way simultaneously.
Nice.
I walked in with a sore throat. I walked out with strep throat.
Yeah,
it was amazing. I love Candlestick. It's a shame that it's not still around because it really was unique, in that the conditions in that ballpark would beat other teams down.
There was fog rolling in over the upper deck where we were sitting over the right field deck and rolling
amazing.
In. It was crazy. And Robbie Thompson hit a solo home run to win the game 1-0.
So my last game at Candlestick for a Giants game was the last time Barry Bonds hit an inside the park home run against the Braves. I believe it was against Greg Maddux. I think I was like 9 years old when it happened. It was against one of the big three, but I think it was Maddux.
Okay.
But Oracle's the same way. Like when I go to a game there, I bring 2 jackets. You always bring 2. If you bring 1, you're going to be cold. If you bring 2, you're going to be okay.
Wow. All right. So there's another tip for you.
You're right on the water. The way San Francisco is shaped is it's on the tip of a peninsula, so you're surrounded on 3 sides by water.
Right.
And all it takes is just a slight breeze to carry that very cold Pacific Ocean temperatures, and it just cuts right through you.
Yeah, I used to love going to Frisco. I've been there like 10 times because my family lives in Modesto.
It's San Francisco, not Frisco. San Francisco.
Whatever. I don't want to go to Frisco anymore. Place.
Okay.
It's San.
Well,
I'm not going to Frisco anymore.
Okay, San Francisco doesn't want you anymore. It's okay.
Good.
I don't like going to San Francisco.
I told you my great San Francisco story on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
So that's the best memory and the last visit I've had there. Let it just end that way.
It's a good one to just don't go back and ruin it for yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, I messed up. I was gonna wear my when I went. So my wife took me as a gift for graduating the police academy. We went up the day after graduation to a Giants game, and it was the day they retired Barry Bonds' number.
Very cool.
The giveaway that day that they had was a black hat with a number 25 on it.
Nice.
I meant to wear that tonight because it's episode 25.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Go get it because we're going to start.
If I go up there, all right,
okay.
I open up a can of worms.
All right. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.